what if the person on the cross had been a murderer? Because he almost was. What if he had been cruel, violent, or corrupt? Honestly, it would have been easier for people to understand then, right? Because the world understands guilty people being punished. We've seen murderers executed, we've seen evil destroy itself. Humanity understands judgment, but Jesus, that's different. This is a man who was had no sin. He was a man who healed the sick, loved the rejected, touched the broken, fed the hungry, and forgave the unforgivable. A man so pure, so righteous that people still struggle to understand or to believe that he existed the way that scripture said that he did. But perfection is hard for a broken world to understand. And maybe that's why some people stay on the fence. Not because they haven't heard about Jesus, but because deep down it's hard to believe that someone could love them that much. That God would step down from heaven, become human, feel pain, feel betrayal, feel abandonment, and still be willing to die for the very thing that he hated most, sin, and that he would do it for us, and the innocent dying for the guilty is hard to understand. And maybe some people have been hurt so deeply by this world, lied to so many times, abandoned so many times, that the idea of unconditional love feels impossible. But that's what makes the cross feel so powerful. That is why it is so powerful, is because Jesus didn't die because we were perfect. He died knowing that we weren't. In Romans 5:8 it says, "But God demonstrates his love for us in this." And it says, "While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. While we were still broken, still doubting, still running, still lost, he stayed on that cross." And for those who are weary or those trying to hold on to their faith, remember this. Hebrews 9:28 says, "So Christ was sacrificed once to take away the sin of many, and he will appear a second time, not to bear sin, but to bring salvation to those who are waiting on him." He's coming back, and not as a sacrifice this time. He's coming for salvation, and he's coming as a king. So the question is will you be waiting on him? Or will pain, fear, distraction, and this world keep you standing on the fence because the enemy wants you numb? They want you feeling numb. He wants you distracted, hopeless, and too wounded to believe. But Jesus is calling. He's still saving, still healing, still reaching for the people who think that they're too far gone. So the question is what are you waiting for?